guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Amanda and today we are here with my January favourites. I was going to have my face in this video, but I'm running out of time. This video is going to be up soon. So we're just going to go through all the stuff that I've been loving this month and let's get started, shall we? So this is the first thing that I've been loving this month, and it's actually a graphics tablet. It's the small one, so it's not very big. It's really hard to draw on sometimes, but basically I've just been loving digital art. And to go with that, I've been loving Clip Studio Paint. I have got Photoshop, but I've changed to Clip Studio Paint recently, and I really enjoy drawing on that. I enjoy sketching on it, I enjoy painting on it, I enjoy everything. So I'm using the Wacom Intuos Pen and Touch Small with the Wacom pen that came with it. This is the 2012 model, I think. It still works, it's good. It comes with spare nibs. It's got scratches on it. I want to get a new one with a screen, but I have been loving using this this month. So that's the first thing. On to traditional media now. I have been using a couple of sketchbooks this month. The first one I finished was this one, and there is a sketchbook tour of this if you want to see that. But basically I've been loving using this because of the paper, not because of the way that it opens. I hate the way that it opens, but it still has been my favourite this month. I have been able to fill it up. Can't say much about this, to be honest. I used to love these kinds of sketchbooks, but to be honest I've not been loving it as much. The paper's really smooth, so it's really hard to draw on, but I'm not going to say that this is my favourite, but I have been using it a lot. Then I moved on to this one instead of the Tone Tan one, and this is just a really cheap notebook from Lidl in my area. You could probably find these in any like grocery store or whatever, but I've been doing a lot of like copyings of artwork from other people in this book, and I really like, I just like the paper. It's alright, it's writing paper, so it's not the best, but I like it just for sketching and just for not caring if the drawings are good or not. And it is thick. I do want to get another one that's like more this kind of style, just because I know that I'll be able to fill up those quicker, and this one can just be for my junk drawings. But I have been loving it. I don't know what brand it is or whatever, but if I find one online of this style, then I'll put them down below if you really want one. They're good for writing down notes and sketching your ideas out quickly. The next thing is these Winsor Newton Studio Watercolors, and I have a review for these. I'll put that in the cards as well. These are the 46 or 45 coloured watercolours. They're Cotman, so they are student grades, but they are awesome, and the colours are really vibrant and easy to use, and I have been loving them. I haven't been using them as much because, like I say, I've been addicted to digital at the moment, but it's still good. Another thing that I have been loving using recently are, if I can get it open, what's going on, are these. And obviously that's not really apparent for what they are, but they are Winsor Newton gouache paints, and they're professional quality ones. They're really nice. I really like them. They're just a kind of different style from having watercolour, and you can get really good gradients and stuff with those, and opaqueness and all that. And I've been using these to do my Sims 4 paintings and real life drawings and paintings, so they are really handy and I do really love them, and I honestly like these more than the watercolours, but I just know that I have a lot of watercolours to get through, so yeah, I love using the gouache ones and they're awesome. And I'll try and link everything in the comments below, in the description below as well. Oh, this case is just a really cheap one from Amazon. Just type in cheap watercolour palette or plastic palette and it will come up. And they are just really cheap, not really good quality, but they do the job. On to things that I have been loving drawing with. My favourite little pencil. This is the, what is it? Has the pencil? Yeah, it's indigo blue. but it is also a Prismacolor colour ace. I love sketching with this particular colour, so I'm really sad that they don't do these colours individually. And then I've also been liking sketching with this Derwent graphic pencil 2B if I want a better kind of darker line. This is a Tuscan Red colour ace. I like that colour as well. These are good for sketching with and being able to give your drawings a little bit more depth. They are the Round Stick Medium Bic ballpoint pens. They just have a really simple ballpoint. And that one's in blue, and then I have one in black as well. And then I really love the Zig Cartoonist Mangaka Flexible Fine. I think a lot of people are realising that these are really good. I got mine in a scroller box a couple of months ago and I've been using it ever since. But my tip is a bit busted, so I need to get a new one. And sorry if the audio is a little bit different on this one. I kind of screwed up the recording a little bit here. The next thing is this water brush. I don't know what brand it is. I got it from Amazon. They were really cheap. They were in an 8-pack, but I've been using this brush for my watercolours and gouache quite a lot. And my sketchbooks, and they are awesome. So that's that there. You can just push it and the water comes out, and they are great for carrying around and travelling. I like my Pentel one as well, but the tip is kind of like blocked on it a little bit. There is one that is blocked on it a little bit, and it's really annoying, so hopefully I can get a new one of those too, because I do like the Pentel ones. The water flows really nice. And then this is a Derwent art eraser. It's the black one. They come in a pack of 2. There is a white one as well, and I'll show you that in a minute. Sorry, this voiceover. I need to do a voiceover. I hate doing voiceovers over things that I'm already talking about things. But yeah, I'm trying to find the... There we go. There's the art eraser, the Derwent one, the white one. And I really like the way that this erases. It doesn't damage the paper too much. They are quite soft, and they're really effective, as it says on the package. The next thing is this Uniball Signal TSI pen. They are erasable. I like to write notes if I want to write notes in my sketchbook. I don't like writing notes with pencils, so I tend to just switch to that just to write some notes about animals that I'm learning, or things that I need to improve on or whatever. So those are really good and handy to have in your pencil case. The next thing is this Graph Gear 1000 0.7 and I have blue lead in it. It is really good, but I seem to be a little bit heavy-handed with this. But it's cool that you can change the little thing to tell you like if you want HB or whatever in it. And it's a really nice quality pen and a good pen to have if you want. I might put other leads in it to try and see if I like it better, but I don't at the moment. I prefer to draw with my Colorace. Next thing is this Micron 0.1 or 0.01. I don't usually like the Microns, but this is the smallest pen that I have, and I really like using it to do small lines now. I really want to get different colours for fine liners though, so I'm going to have a little look-see for different colours of fine liners. And it's by Sakura, obviously. But they're really good for fine lines and dots and stuff that you want to do on your line work. I've been doing a lot more line work recently as well, so that's good. I've been really liking the Prismacolors as a whole recently, but I've been colouring in my sketchbook drawings with the Prismacolors just so that I don't have to use my Faber-Castells. And I don't have many of these, so there's not that much colour choice, so I just usually do flat colour. But I've been loving them, and they're really good to use on sketchbooks. Another pencil set that I've been loving are the Macro Refines. These are the lesser quality ones. They're not as good for like depth and shading and shadows and highlights and all that kind of stuff, but they're good to just put down, like throw down some colour lightly on a sketchbook to get colour comps and stuff, and you don't have to break the bank to do that, because these are only like 20 quid, so you can, or you could get them for cheaper, and then it means that you can do lots of colour compositions and stuff like that without wasting your decent good pencils. Well, not wasting, but you know what I mean, like saving your decent pencils for bigger artworks and more important artworks. These are just for sketchbooks, and they come in handy wraps. They are annoying because they do have 2 wraps, like I have 2 wraps, so they are annoying to kind of get to, so I might just put them in a tub because they're not as expensive. I've been liking the Uniball Signo as usual, the Uniball Signo white gel pen. Those are awesome. This is my all-time favourite size and brand of fine liner. This is the Unipin Fine Line waterproof and fade proof pigment ink, and this is the 0.3, and they are always in my favourites. But I think that's about it. Like, I don't have that many favourites. I used to say that all the time, favourites this month. But I have still been doing a lot more art than I thought I would be doing. I'm just going to shove all these in here so that I don't lose them. And it's been fun. So yeah, tell me what you guys have been loving using this month. And I will see you in my next video, which will be on Friday, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!